Gabriel, he came and he announced the good news. So if you look at the design, it looks like a tent. So Antonio Carlucci is a designer, and he specialized to build according to the event. Like I was telling him, if you visited Jerusalem, the Dominus Plaza, it designed like a tier because Jesus cried over Jerusalem in that place. It's the same thing here, designed like a tent because the star, they follow the star to Bethlehem. So this church was built in 1954, and the last church was built by Antonio Carlucci. And if you look, there is angels, 10 angels. 5 of them are praising the Lord, and 5 of them are praising the good news. So the angel, this is where the angel appeared to the shepherds and told them about the good news. And the good news is Jesus was born in Bethlehem. So they went to Bethlehem and they visited Jesus in Bethlehem. You can see the drawings on the walls, the events like the good news when the angel came to the shepherds, when they were happy, celebrating, going to see the nativity, and here where they saw Jesus. So we are doing the same thing to the shepherds, starting from here and go, but we're not walking or taking the bus. Okay, they want to see something here. Yeah. The olive press in front of you, the big stone, and in the Byzantine time you can see the mosaic. So this area used to be a monastery for monks, lives here. And they used to have a big church all the way down, but it was ruined in the Persian area, in the Persian time, at 614. When they came, they destroyed all the churches in the Holy Land, including the church here. So anytime you see mosaic, it is like a monastery for monks. Okay? Come to the Holy Land, they didn't leave anything alive. They destroyed all the churches. In the Judean desert, we had 10,000 monks used to live there. All of them gone. You can see few of them now. A lot of monastery they destroyed. So the church you are in now, this is what left from the 614. So most of the Holy Land become like this in that time. But after that, like the Franciscans, they have money. They restoration and build over these ruins. Okay? So, you want to start reading, John? They used to use it. They used to use it to hide from enemies. And in the Roman time, the Jewish used to run away from the Romans, the Jews. So they used to carve all these tunnels to hide. So when you go to Herodian Mountain, you see a lot of tunnels, very long, like you're talking about 5 kilometers long. And like you see, you are in a natural cave. And this wall was added just 20 years ago, but it was open to the fields. And according to the traditions, that the shepherds were staying here, and the angel appears to them and told them the good news. And the sheep, they used to sleep in the back of the cave. If you see, there is a place, a small place. Do you know why the sheep used to stay in the back?
Because it's not bad.
The shepherds sleep in the front because they are afraid they will run away at night. So they put them in the back. and to warm them up. So when Jesus came to Bethlehem, he couldn't find a place in the inn. So he went outside of Bethlehem and he went to one of the caves, a stable where animals used to live, and Mary had Jesus there. So when we go to the Church of the Nativity, maybe your imagination you're going to see a stable, a cave, something old. But no, you will see a cave which is remodeled. You will see a marble floor. So everything is renovated in the Crusader time. So they fixed everything and they built over the cave a big church. So the church we are going to see in Bethlehem is 1700 years old. I know it's old for the Americans, and but it's very old. So it's one of the oldest churches in the Holy Land, not in the world. And it was built by Santa Helena. At the same time, she built the Church of the Crucifixion in Jerusalem. Now, why the angel came to the shepherds and tell them the good news? Why he didn't go to somebody else, not to King Herod, not to anyone else?
The passage that says declaring good news to the shepherds in the Old Testament.
But why to the shepherds?
Because they're the more of people.
Because they're humble, they're poor, and if the angel wanted to tell to the rich people, they're not going to believe. And plus, the shepherds, when they go to the field, they spread the word of the Lord. So the shepherd's always in the field, and sometimes we say if Jesus wasn't born in Bethlehem, no one will know him because people here like to talk too much. For real, if you go to my mom's neighbors and drink coffee with them, you will know all the news about the women in this. So this is good and bad, But that's why the shepherds, because they were humble and poor people, and this field was a lot of sheep here, and they used to use it for the temple in Jerusalem. Some of the sheep here, they were raised to take them to the temple for sacrificing, the sheep in the temple. Okay? Any questions here?
Just you have to use your imagination in some of these places. Who knows? Did David sleep in this cave when he was out in the fields of Bethlehem tending his sheep? How long were these caves here? I mean, we don't know, but you could be in a cave that David was in. We just don't know. Okay? We just don't know. So, again, there's no X marks the spot, but, you can go back thousands of years, a couple thousand years before the birth of Jesus, and realizing that this was where David spent a lot of his time, and maybe even was right in this cave. We just don't know.
Now, the birth of Jesus is 100% for sure that he was born in the place we are going to see. But for me, not the place is the important, it's the event of the birth of Jesus. So too many people ask me, is this the right place? Well, they are interested if this is the right place or not. So the event, the birth of Christ is the most important than the birth of place. But still, it is the right place where our Lord Jesus was. But the shepherds were not sure. Like he said, there is no X by if they used to live here or not. So you have to use your imagination. 2,000 years, imagine you have the angel appears to you, what's going to happen to you?
Okay, let's go to the church.